What Peyton Reed did as the director here? Less extraordinary. But a big surprise! Hollywood's gotta ask these questions, both business-wise and creative-wise.
I wish Peyton Reed would ask himself these questions.
I still feel that the problem is director Peyton Reed. You know what usually levels a character's movies up in the MCU? A director change. But now Kevin Feige just signed Peyton Reed to return for round 3, making Reed the only director in the MCU, because John Watts is MCU adjacent, to make a complete solo trilogy. But you know what? That might be nice for Reed and his management team, but we're not in the Peyton Reed business, and neither is Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige's in the MCU business, and I don't think Peyton Reed is a good choice here. And do you think Peyton Reed can pull this off? I say that they're such great characters, he couldn't possibly mess it up. But you would think, how could you mess up Goliath and Ghost? And yet, here we are. So the only mistake I see here, quite frankly,
is Peyton Reed.
So bring on Avengers 4 with the always delightful Paul Rudd. And I would actually love an Ant-Man and the Wasp, or you know, whatever they want to call it, a third film in this series, just with a different director. Even though, because I didn't like this film, but a lot of the problems I think stemmed from Peyton Reed. Just too low energy, it felt too cheap, and not enough action. They gave a lot away in the trailers, but it's Peyton Reed's fault for not giving them enough, right? That he gave them just enough for the trailers, and he didn't have enough left over for the movie. Oh, sorry, Peyton Reed. We can see that Kevin Feige is giving Reed so many wonderful toys to play with that even Peyton Reed couldn't mess it up. Okay, I'm gonna go back. I mean, I hope they're Russo brothers, but they could also be Peyton Reeds. That's right. Every opportunity I can get. I'm sorry, but hey, you know how Peyton Reed can get me to stop doing that? Make a good movie. So Peyton Reed, that bastard. Aside from Peyton Reed's lackluster directing, oh my God, how do you make a Darksaber versus Beskar Steel fight not that exciting? Or Luke in a hallway, it was bad directing. It was really bad directing. But anyway, I mean, we've been telling Disney this guy can't direct, and they keep hiring him. I mean, he really does a great job when he's in any movie that Peyton Reed isn't directing. I'm just saying. I do not think Peyton Reed, by the way, is a good action director. They changed the release date month. I wish they would also
Change the director.
But maybe third time's the charm for Peyton Reed. I thought that the last film, while it had great trailers, it was so weak as a film itself that it almost felt like a TV movie. Although I do think the Disney Plus stuff is even better than that. So I hope, you know, Peyton Reed wanted the Fantastic Four gig and he didn't get it. So that should maybe tell him a little bit something about the job that he's been doing. But as many of you have pointed out, at least this means that Reed won't direct the Fantastic Four movie that he's been angling to direct. Or won't he? Because Reed is friends with James Gunn, inexplicably got this gig, this, you know, he's getting a round 3, even though he's failed twice now. I think the biggest headline was the Fantastic Four movie being confirmed. Oh boy! Although, while I was happy not to see Peyton Reed up there, I'm not a fan of Peyton Reed. He seems like a swell dude, but I would not hire him again. I know he has ideas for Ant-Man and the Wasp 3, but I just think he's, at this point, a disservice to these characters.